In this lesson, we're going to talk more about sensor-based loops. We're going to start by adding some more items to our "if your EV3 doesn't do what you expect" checklist by considering some of the most common problems people encounter with loops. Then we'll see some examples of loops that are controlled using the touch sensor and learn about what it means for a touch sensor to be pressed, released, or bumped. Let's begin by reviewing what we already have on our "what to do when your robot doesn't behave as expected" checklist. We've already learned that when your EV3 isn't doing what you expect it to do, the first thing you need to do is to confirm that the EV3 is running the correct program. That is, that you've downloaded the latest version of your program from your computer to your EV3, and that you've selected the correct program to run on your EV3. The next thing on our checklist is to look closely at what you told the EV3 to do and see if that's really what you want the EV3 to do. That actually covers a lot of ground. Last week we talked about this in the context of displaying images and the fact that the EV3 doesn't wait after displaying an image before going on to the next block. We've also seen that selecting "on" for your motor block behaves in much the same way. The EV3 just turns the motors on and then immediately goes on to the next block of code. So a program that turns on the motors and does nothing else doesn't really do much of anything. Another thing that we learned about was that when you set a loop to repeat for a fixed duration, say 3 seconds, you're actually instructing the EV3 to perform that loop for at least that long, but it may be longer depending on how long it takes to make it through the loop. In the next video, we'll talk more about problems that people commonly encounter with loops. This time, loops that are controlled by a sensor.